Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have rendered this light passes over here for this office interior over here. I'll show you some of the passes which I have generated. So I'll just go into this and I have saved those passes. So let's go into this and you can see I have generated this different passes: a diffuse pass, atmospheric pass, global illumination, lighting, reflection, refraction, shadow, specular, and UZ depth. So now what I'll do over here is, like, again I'll go back to this particular render view over here, and now I'll just generate an ambient occlusion over here. So press Ctrl A. Let's go into this material editor over here. So let's take a slate material editor, and now I'll just go into this and let's take a V-Ray light material. Take a V-Ray light material and let's add a V-Ray dirt material into it. So I have added this. Let's go into this and I'll increase this to 350 over here, and I'll just assign this over here and let's render it. So it might take a bit of time over here for this rendering. Let's see how it looks like. So it's going to take time. I think it's going to take a very long time. So till then what I'll be doing over here is, like, let it get rendered. Let's go into this and let's add some light passes over here which I have generated. So let's take the passes one by one. So definitely we need an ambient occlusion pass. So it's like, without that it won't work over here. So definitely we need it. It's going to take a very long time. So what I'll do over here is, like, I'll just go into this. I'll go into the render setup. I'll go into this render elements and I'll just delete this render elements from here, and now I'll render it again. It might take a bit lesser time. So we definitely require the ambient occlusion pass. Alright, till then let's take this first over here as a diffuse pass. I'll open this in Photoshop. Let's open this pass and let's just rename this over here as diffuse over here. Again, go into this file, open, and let's take a reflection pass. Just drag it over here and let's rename it as reflection. Definitely we'll be adding a ambient occlusion pass. Let's go into this. As you can see, this is your overlay. You can just change the blending mode to see how it looks like. You can later on change it. Whatever you want to keep, you can keep that. So this is your reflection pass. You can see the reflections over here. We could have definitely changed the color of this because it is just totally blending with the wall. So you could have done a bit, we could have done a bit more of a yellowish or any other color, or we could have given a texture over here. So let's see how it's going to take time. So if you look at it over here, it's going to take a long time. Anyways, after that, let's again go into this, open, and let's take a refraction pass. That's your glass over here. So we'll be adding a refraction over here. So let's just keep on changing it. Yeah, I think this looks much better. Okay, we'll keep it as a lighter color over here. For this is for the background. After that, I'll again go into this. I'll add a specular pass over here. So specular is something like, for the shine over here, you have some kind of specular assigned. So let's just name it as specular over here. So let's just change the blending mode. Alright, so again we'll go up. I think this looks much better. That's your specular pass over here. So we have assigned a specular over here. You can even change it. If you set it to overlay, soft light, no, we'll go with this, the lighter color. Or linear dodge, that's better. Again go into this file, open, and let's take a lighting pass. So let's just take a lighting pass over here. So let's go into this. Let's just rename it as lighting over here, and let's change the blending mode. So definitely we'll be adding that stuff. I'll just keep it as screen over here. We can do a bit of color balancing also later on. So what I'll do over here is like, I'll just keep one of it, and I'll just shuffle this refraction a bit up over here. I think this looks much better. So we need to work with this refraction. So refraction, will keep it up. Again overlay. this looks much better. We'll keep it as thin light. If I go with the screen over here, it's going to be very white. Let's check out the multiply, color burn, linear burn. Alright. Let's check out this again. Alright. Now again go into this, open. Let's take a global illumination, that's your GI over here. Let's just drag this GI below this refraction, and let's take again a blending mode. So I'm changing this GI over here. Color dodge, lighter color, overlay, soft light. I can go up again. I think this looks much better. Your screen, if I just shuffle this up, then how it looks. If I push this down, although we have a screen over here for this, we'll keep this over here. Lighten is also good. Okay. Again go into file, open. Let's see how much it's going to take. Oops, it's going to take a longer time. Alright. So again I'll go over here. I'll take one more pass over here. That's your atmosphere. We have added a lot of atmosphere. We could have reduced it. We can slightly reduce it. Whenever next time we can do some changes if required. So let's just name it as atmosphere. I'll just put it over here. We need some atmosphere, or we can say environmental fog, which we have added previously. I think this looks much better. I'll keep it as lighten. I'll push this specular a bit up. Looks much better now. So your atmosphere over here. If you see over here, it's going to affect this. So Again go up. And let's reduce this much better. And after that, again I'll go into this. I'll add a bit of Z depth. That's your Z depth over here. I'll slightly just push it up. Again push this down. Rename it as Z depth. Okay, we can definitely do some changes, not a problem. So let's again go into this and let's add a bit of color balance. Can slightly add. So definitely we have one more pass which is left out. We need to add that for the depth. It's going to take a long time. So we'll add it definitely. So till then I can do a bit of color balancing over here. We can add something. Again I can go into this. I can add a photo filter. So you can add a bit of also brightness contrast. Alright. Can do some variations in this way. So guys, if any doubts, please please put it in the comment section over here. Again I'll go into this. I have exposure option. You can add some exposure also if required. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So we'll finally finalize this stuff. So thanks for watching this tutorial.